As much as I believe Zack Snyder is a very talented director with a lot of potential, he's actually done quite a few movies that I thoroughly enjoyed, but man, this ain't it. This movie picks up where the last one left off. The rebels return to the village to prepare the villagers for the fight to come. Think of this as Seven Samurai or Magnificent Seven, with a lot of slow-mo inserted in there with harvesting scenes and just random scenes and a lot of slow motion for no apparent reason other than Zack Snyder. A lot of these scenes looked really nice, but they were unnecessary, unneeded, and it just became very tedious because it was excessive. There are a lot of weird things going on in this movie, from the random flashback scene where you have an orchestra with heads bagged playing music while a coup is happening in front of them, and they're essentially playing music to match the theme of whatever is going on. Just like, what the hell? And then there is also the very weird way that the characters, especially the lead characters, interact with each other, or rather don't interact with each other, because the first chunk of this movie, a lot of the lead characters spend their time saying nothing. They're just in visual scenes. They look kind of cool but are kind of pointless, and the only leads that actually speak for the chunk of this movie are Titus the General and the Scargiver. I don't even remember what her name is, and that is another problem, the fact that these characters are so forgettable that you don't even remember what their names are. And of course we have that really weird scene where Titus gets up to sing a really sad song in the middle of everyone having a good time before they probably all are gonna die. And this was like, there was just a lot of bizarre choices and a lot of bizarre things that were happening, and for the life of me I don't know what anyone was thinking when they were doing any of these things. I was hoping that what the first movie lacked in terms of character development, this movie would make up for, but no. All we get is one random scene where the lead characters are seated around a table and Titus insists before battle that everybody must tell their truth. And so they go round the table with everyone telling their story of misery and sadness and all the horrible, shitty things that have happened to them. And as we listen to their stories of misery and sadness, we are led to believe that this is the reason why they are so motivated to now fight for these villagers. And I guess this was Zack Snyder's attempt to give us some backstories as to these characters so that we could like them, but it was just so random, and they just kind of filled this one scene with stories that nobody cares about, because at this point you don't care about the characters. So everything that was happening in the scene was just weird. The entire scene was just really bizarre. Pacing is just very odd. Everything is just kind of nap inducing. The script is weird. The delivery of the lines is also really weird, and I kind of feel really bad for the actors because everyone in this movie is clearly very talented. We've seen a lot of them in other things, so we know that they have the ability to act and kill it. But they had not so much great stuff to work with, and as such, every time that some of these actors spoke or they delivered lines, I'm just like, ugh! As usual, there are some great visuals if littered consistently with slow-mo, which kind of kills it because it is constantly throwing you out of what should be an interesting scene. The only scene of this movie that I thought was pretty cool was the final battle on the ship at the end of the movie. That was pretty cool to watch, but other than that, this movie was just very dull. Another movie with unmet potential. So much that could have been done with this plot, but Zack Snyder, I don't know, they just allow him to do stuff, and I don't know who's kind of reining him in and telling him that this is too much and this is too little and this doesn't make sense. It just didn't need to be made, because this movie, these are the two movies, as far as I'm concerned, they did nothing. I was hoping that these movies would prove Zack Snyder's naysayers wrong, but unfortunately, he has just kind of reinforced these people's beliefs that he can't make a good movie, and it's really sad because I don't believe that, but I cannot in good conscience recommend this movie. This movie is not great. It's a dud. But what do you guys think? Have you seen this movie? Please leave a comment below and let me know. And as always, thank you for taking the time to listen to me chatter. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and please come back and watch some more of my videos. Have a lovely rest of your day. Mwah.